gang. Oh, just having a little scratch of those. It's Saturday the 4th of... Hang on, can you hear me? Yes, I think you can hear me. Just a minute. There we are. Yes, Saturday the 4th of January 2019. Welcome along to Bracknell's Television Centre Complex and this morning's United Kingdom tour. Hello, gang. Welcome along. It's another day. 4 days into January already. How marvellous is this? And only today and tomorrow to enjoy our little Christmas opening and our Christmas backdrops, because on Monday it will all be gone. What do you mean it's over already? No, it isn't, dear. The time's after. Haven't you heard of the 12 days of Christmas? It's these modern people that keep appearing oh, it's October. Oh, I think I'll get the Christmas tree out. And Christmas Day comes, Boxing Day. Oh, I'm fed up looking at that. Let's put it away. That's why. You've cut off your own heads, boys and girls, and that's a difficult thing to do. A very difficult thing to do. Cut off your own heads. Good morning to you. Hope you're well this morning. I was a little bit late this morning. I went to bed late, really. Quite an easy journey down from Lincolnshire yesterday morning. After going swimming, I took the Christmas stuff down at our Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex, all put in a little bag, including the backdrop, the Christmas backdrop, which we may be giving away at some point as a little prize. As a prize, yes, we probably will be giving that away as a prize. I'm not sure whether to do it as a raffle prize or a bingo prize. I think I'm going to do it as a raffle prize. So when we do the raffle, perhaps this Monday morning, actually. I've got one this Monday morning. When we do it, you can get the choice. You can get the choice of a fridge magnet, or one of the Christmas backdrops. How would you like that? I thought, well, how should we do this? Shall we do it as a super chat? And I thought, no, because then it excludes people with not much money. And there's plenty of you. I know that, my darlings. Or shall we do it as a bingo? And I thought, oh, I don't know. Well, we got the hats, And I thought raffle. Yeah, because for the raffle, you only get the fridge magnet. And if you've already run a fridge magnet, and some of you have run multiple fridge magnets, haven't you? Multiple fridge magnets. And I thought, yeah, let's do it as a raffle prize. And I think that's how we're going to do it, okay? If you liked the Christmas backdrops this year, you could possibly be winning one on the money. How fantastic is that? It just gets better and better. Don't worry about wars going on in other countries, dear. Watch this programme for your free items. Yes, and those of you that are collecting everything that comes through the post. So that's what I did yesterday. Took down that. Had a little sleep in the afternoon and then drove into London. A lovely, easy drive again yesterday. The last 2 Fridays have been wonderful driving. And the Mondays as well, to be fair. The last 2 Fridays and Mondays have been fantastic driving in that Christmas, New Year's Eve period. No traffic whatsoever anywhere. Got to work at 7:20. Expecting to be there 7:30, 7:40, sometimes 7:45, 7:50, depending on the traffic, which isn't too bad coming down from the north anyway. But nice, easy drive. And on the way down, I spoke to someone who was a very good friend of mine, more of a customer in one of the pubs I used to, the Black Cab. His name was Shahid. And he looks just like Jesus. He used to anyway. He absolutely looked just like Jesus. He had the long hair and dark Indian-y, Pakistani coloured skin. Yeah, and he used to come into the Black Cat all the time, and he was a very, very good friend of mine. And I haven't spoken to him for some years, and he rang on the phone. I'm chatting away to him, and he was giving me all sorts of thanks and things because he then became a DJ, and he said I helped him a lot, and I don't know what it is, but I can't remember. It. I think the years of going to raves, because I used to go to rave every week at Turnmills. I think the years has robbed me of some of my memory. I'm convinced of that. People come up to me sometimes in places and say, all right, Chris, how are you? And I'm like, I don't know who the hell it is. No idea who it is. Do you remember we used to go out together? Oh, yeah, of course I do. Oh, I don't know who it is. Isn't that awful? Is that the same for anyone else? Did anyone else used to go out raving sort of every weekend? Do you find your memory and people tell you stuff and you just don't know what the hell they're going on about? Anyway, I remember doing a couple of little bits and pieces for him, but he said I got him into this place and helped him here, and I couldn't remember any of it. And I told him, I was quite honest, I said, I can't remember any of this, mate. But there you go. Glad that I did, really, and it was nice to hear that someone thanking you for something that you did years and years ago. And around that period, I got a burst appendix. And it was very, very sudden. Well, I say it was sudden. It'd been going on for a couple of years, these pains down here, And then one morning it was really, I'll never forget it. One morning it was really bad. And I went down to the doctors, who sent me straight into the hospital, and it was out in a day or so. They took this thing out, but it burst, unfortunately, before they got it out. And all sorts of poisons flowing through my veins and kidneys doing damage. And him... and someone else called Little John, they were both customers at the pub. I can't remember who filled in for me now. I don't remember who filled in while I was ill. And they turned up at my house with a load of cash. Because, of course, self-employed people, you don't work, you don't get any money. I mean, you can get a little bit on this sick pay thing from the government. And I think I applied for that and I got about 35 quid a week, which was nowhere near my wages. And they turned up with a great big wad of cash. And I think they may have been filling in for me, got the money and gave it to me. Isn't that kind? There are kind people in the world. So I had a good old chat with him. And it was nice. And we've arranged to meet up sometime in February or March while I'm down south permanently for those 2 months because the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex has its deep clean at that time. It is deeper. It's deep cleaned at that time. So that's it. Last night's karaoke, fantastic. Lots of new people in there. A couple of weird people in there. Very new people in there last night, I have to say. And at the end, I had to be very strong with someone who kept jumping on the blooming stage and thinking they could join in with everyone else. No, you're not doing that, sunshine. It's not fair. It looks like I'm saying yes to someone all the time. Which is what I said. When you're doing a karaoke night, you must make it look at least like everyone is getting the same amount of songs. Not the one who's the strongest person in there who keeps jumping onto the stage or shouting the loudest. You can't give way to one person because it will be seen and then, ow, you did it for them. Why won't you do it? It's all a bit like that. You can't do it. And I had to stop. I don't know if you were still with us at that point, those of you watching the stream. But he got off the stage eventually. And it's a good job he did because, two songs later, then it was his song again. And there was another point at the beginning of the night where two people came up. They'd just been on. Or they hadn't been on too long ago. So, and they'd started singing before I realised. Then I looked down and I said, oh, hang on a minute. They weren't on long ago. So then I took their two names and put them right round 1.5 rotations. So it looked to everyone else like they weren't being preferential treatment. You just cannot do it. You can't do it. Same on this programme. If someone comes in late, or can I have a raffle ticket? No, you can't do it. You can't do it. If you do it for one person, and you did it for them, why are they getting preferential treatment? It's all like that. Like blooming old women cackling. It's like watching Loose Women on the telly sometimes with these straight blokes on here. Dreadful. So no, you can't do it. Anyway, so that was the karaoke. Came back here, watched the rest of episode 2 of Dracula and a bit of episode 3. Please, if you've not seen that, watch it on the BBC iPlayer. It is fantastic and very, very funny in parts. Dracula, watch that, had some dinner, and I think I went to bed about 3:30. So I didn't get up this morning till 9 o'clock. So here we are this morning. I've got to go to post office, shops. What else have I got? Got to go to the chemist, get my pills from the chemist. And that's it, really. That's it. I think that's it. That's everything I was going to talk about my sad, lonely, pathetic life. I like... I've got some Icelandic yoghurt that I bought from Asda. Anyone had that? Oh, my God, it's so thick. If you thought... what's the other one now? Greek yoghurt was thick. Get Icelandic yoghurt. You can spoon it out, hold the spoon upside down, and it doesn't fall off. Wonderful. I was making my overnight porridge oats and blueberries with that last night. And I thought, that's not mixing in. And I realised how thick it was. Really thick stuff. Try it from Asda. Icelandic yoghurt. Great big pots like that. And they seem to have quite a long sell-by date on them, which often makes me wonder what on earth they've put in it to make it last so long. But there we are. So that was the Icelandic yoghurt. Those of you that joined us for the phone-in show on Thursday, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us for our phone-in on Thursday. There'll be another one this Thursday night. Okay, so I hope you'll be able to join us for that. We were mentioning, I wasn't sure what time the show will be on Monday this week. Yes, indeed, it isn't. Someone's coming to fix my hive. The delightful plumber Nathan is coming to fix my to install my hive on Monday, so I can turn the heating up and down wherever I am in the world. And when I came in last night, blooming hell, it was cold in here. It was very, very cold. And I mean, to be fair, you know, after you switch on the boiler and 45 minutes later, half hour later, it's all nice and warm. But it's when you walk into the house, you want it to be warm, don't you? Well, it's not. If I've been away somewhere, I don't turn the heating off, but I turn it right down to like 11. You know, so you come in here and it's blooming cold. Won't have to do that anymore after Monday, hopefully, because I shall have hive. I'll be able to turn it on and off wherever I am and turn it up and down, and nice and toasty and warm for little Chris. You wouldn't want me sitting here cold, would you, lovey? You don't mind me spending a little bit of my money, do you, on a hive? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that's happening Monday between 9 and 11. Okay? So the show, I'll have to work around that on Monday between 9 and 11. So I'm busy next week. So I've got that on Monday. Nathan come to fix me hive. I've got to go and see Dr. Mike at the hospital on Tuesday for my bits and pieces. Wednesday, dentist at 12 o'clock. Thursday, car service at 1:30. Busy, 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 dear. Busy. Am I busier than you, I wonder? I don't know. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, you're going to leave us very, very shortly, boys and girls. And the other thing, if you're on Facebook Live, we can't see your messages. They don't come across to the chat system, okay? You need to join us on YouTube. You'll be with us for about another minute on Facebook Live, and then you'll be leaving us. Please join us on YouTube. There's the address there. YouTube.com/Chris Reardon UK is where you'll find us. Hang on a minute. Let me push that. There we are. That's where you'll find us. I've got my little box working, you see. My little box of things to change on the screen. YouTube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Join us on there. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button, and then you'll be able to join in with everything and see everything as well. I might even get my clothes off today if you're very lucky. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I can tell. YouTube.com/Chris Reardon UK, and we'll see you over there, okay? All right, so you get another minute and then it goes. Let's say hello to some of you this morning. The delightful Shania Steele is in the house. Good morning, Shania. Morning, it's my turn to play the organ tomorrow. We've got We Three Kings. I can't remember the other two hymns now. Oh, Joy to the World. Do you know that one? With echo. Joy to the world, let earth be here. Da 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 ding, 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 da. We got that one tomorrow at the end. Nice rousing hymn to finish with. Good morning, Shania. Morning to Michael Pullman, Mark Jones, Joey Millen, Jason Hughes, Amelia Dodd, Tina McKenzie, John Aitken, Scott Walker, Mick Davenport, Mikey Mike, Ross Herndon. Everyone's there this morning. Gosh, good morning to you. Mark says, just thinking about the pantomime, I think you'd make a good Buttons or Simple Simon. What's Simple Simon? I know what Simple Simon is. I know the song Simple Simon. Ba 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 ba. Simple Simon says, put your hands in the air, let your back roll, slips and knees. Ba ba. We used to do that at Pontins in the 1970s. You know, one of those little sections where they come on and everyone gets up and does those like synchronised dancing. You know, the sort of thing where we all do that. Right, Facebook Live, you're going now. YouTube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Join us on there, okay? Good morning to you. There, gone. Cough's much better, actually. It may not look it, but believe me, it's much better. You know that dry cough you get sometimes? You go, and it all feels dry down. Well, it no longer feels dry. Mucus has been has been made by my body, boys and girls, and has removed the dryness, I'm very pleased to say. Yes, I don't know what Simple Simon is. My favourite bit in a pantomime is where they say, well, have to do it again then, won't we? Well, it's over there. Oh, no, it's not. It's behind you. Oh, no, it's not. I wish it was. Oh, sorry, that's another subject. Good morning to Diane, Jeb. Morning, young Diane. A very good morning to you, Diane. Gavin Bass in the house. Morning, Gavin. Welcome, Gavin. Here is LaBelle. Good morning, my emerald-eyed magic... what's that? Money-off of love. What's a money-off? I don't know what a money-off is. Don't know what a money-off is. No idea what a money-off is. No buffering this end, Mick. It's you. Tweeted McKenzie. Oh, thank you, Tina. Tina has tweeted me. I don't really do the tweeting much myself. I tried it for a while. I don't know about that tweeting. I don't think that many people are actually on Twitter. I don't. In a comparison, if you took like 100% of the population, what percentage of them is on Twitter? I reckon it's actually quite low. It's just the mouthy gits who don't know how to talk to people. I'm not including you in that, incidentally, Tina. You're a nice person, darling. John remembers the same clubs as I remember most of it. John, do you feel your memory was affected by going out all that time? I think you probably went out as much as I did at the time, didn't you? A very good morning to Mr. Ray Reynolds. Morning, Ray. I was expecting Ray to turn up at the karaoke last night, but David, who is his friend, he wasn't well actually on Monday, but he seemed to be a little bit better now. He turned up and said that you had a heavy cold, which I didn't know. So, Ray, I hope you get a lot better than that. Okay, I think I remember you saying Tuesday that you had my cold. Well, I don't think we were that close enough for you to get a cold that quickly from me. It come from... See, always looking for someone to blame. It's me who always gets the blame. Why is that, Ray? Why is that? Good morning to you, Ray. LaBelle teaches kids, and I make it a point never to know my children's names. So when they ask if I know them, it's easy for me to say no. Very good. Good morning to One Man and his Sprinter van. Thank you. Shaun Pye in the house there. Let's have a look there. Joy to the world, let earth be here. Is that it? Joy to the world, let earth be here. I can't remember the name, dear. I'm not very good at learning songs. I don't know how you people that sing songs do it, actually. You know, unless they write them, that's a different thing altogether, isn't it? People that learn songs to sing in their shows, very, very difficult. Or even worse than that, lines. Probably easier to learn the song than lines, if you see what I mean, if you're in a theatre. I don't know how they do that. I mean, you could probably do a show and ad-lib my way through it, but learning lines word for word is difficult. Good morning to Gary Butler. Morning to you. There's my nephew. And Mr. Wonderful Haggis. Wonderful Haggis. Morning to you, sir. Tina says she's got a lot of friends on Twitter. Yeah, as you see, I have. I don't have many friends on Twitter or anywhere else for that reason. No, friendless Chris. Friendless Chris. That's what I am, innit? Huh? There'll be raffle tickets given out later. Won't be here for ages and ages today because I need to be out by sort of 11 o'clock to manage to get down to the shops and what have you. I was watching the weather news this morning while I was sitting there having my breakfast. Those Australian fires, God. And it brought up the map. It brought up the map of Australia, and it's red, dark red and black. And I don't think I've seen black on a map before. Black is hotter than dark red. And almost the whole country seems to be like 46, 47. I think 48 was recorded somewhere. Now, I quite like the reasonably hot weather. When I say reasonably hot, I'm probably okay up to about 78 Fahrenheit, around about 25 centigrade. I'm all right up to that. Once it starts going about that, it's a little bit too hot. You know what I mean? But 40 degrees, 45 degrees would be 45, 90, 100, and 90, 100, 100. That's like 120 Fahrenheit. Now, even people like Australians who are used to much hotter temperatures than we are here in the UK, I think we will be struggling with that. But it's the fires. It's the fires. And this whole map except for a bit right in the middle where, funnily enough, you would expect it to be hotter. No, the whole map, except for the bit in the middle, which seemed to be sort of a little bit less red, but it was still red, was bright red or black for today. Dreadful. How do you cope with that? But it's the fires, you see. The fires, that virtually the entire country is on fire. And it's a big country. A lot of people don't realise how big Australia is. Put it this way. If you leave Sydney to come back to the UK and you're in your chair and you close your eyes and you have a little bit of a sleep, 6 hours later, you open your eyes and you're still flying over Australia. You're still flying over Australia. That is really something else, isn't it? In the BBC website this morning, Australian Prime Minister has announced 3,000 reserve troops will be deployed to help tackle the bushfires across the country. Temperatures surpassed 40 degrees centigrade. That's 104 Fahrenheit in parts of southeast Australia on Saturday. That's today. So they've had their Saturday. They're about to go into, they're in Saturday night now. Saturday evening, Saturday night now. You see, they're ahead of us. So they've had their Saturday. Since September, the fires in Australia have killed 23 people. It says, what happened on Saturday? Skies reddened and darkened in areas of southeastern Australia as wind gusts exacerbated the fire. This is the winds. I mean, I don't know if... We had a very hot summer, not last year, the year before, didn't we? And I remember being in the caravan. Caravans are very, very hot places when it's sunny. Very, very hot. And I had this fan on me, right, before I had the air conditioning done. And it was seriously... So you're sitting there hot, and having the fan on was like having a hairdryer switched on heat mode pointing at you. So that would be like that with the fires in Australia. It says emergency warnings were issued throughout the day, urging residents to leave certain areas. In some places, including the Snowy Mountains, including there, people were told it was too late to evacuate. They were instructed to shelter indoors or in a large clearing or body of water. Literally jump in the water. In Victoria, 3 fires converged overnight into a 6,000 hectare blaze. It's absolutely frightening looking at those things on the telly. And I know a lot of people in Australia, and my heart really goes out to them. And the thing is, this is not like a recent thing. This has been going on for months. And I know that because I pulled up this story here from the 2nd of October in the Daily Mail. And it says here, the red-hot reality of Australia's scorching spring, 5-day heat waves, devastated bushfires and 40 degrees centigrade temperatures this weekend. That's October the 2nd. November the 2nd, December the 2nd, 3 months this has been going on. And all these fires are meeting up, you see, and making it worse and worse. I suppose, I don't know. I suppose with fires, eventually it must run out of fuel, doesn't it? You know, once an area of forest has burnt down, I suppose there's no more wood to burn. So eventually they will die. But the devastation caused before that happens, it's awful, absolutely awful. So we watch. There's a little bit of rain coming across. I think tomorrow they were saying, but not a significant amount, and only in a small area, which may or may not help that little area. But it remains to be seen. But I've always said, since I went to Australia first, I think around 2005, I went there, and talking to my uncle over there, Uncle Martin, he's well into his 80s now. He's very fit. Very fit, my Uncle Martin. He goes for like an hour's bike ride every morning. Yeah. And he does termites. He does termites. You know, they have a big problem with termites because there are a lot of wooden houses. Yeah, the termites get in, that's it, mate. Your house falls down. Seriously, it does. So he does termites. And I think he retired for a while and then got really bored, so then took on like part-time work. So now and again he goes out and clears someone's house of termites. And he's very fit. And he was saying, and you know, every year Australia gets a little bit hotter. God knows what it'll be like in 20 years' time. Inhospitable, I would guess. Dreadful. Okay, some of your messages then, my darlings. Let's have a look there. Morning to Mikey Mike, please. No nakedness, please. It's a family show. I'll go along with that. I'll go along with the no nakedness rule on there. Okay. Let's have a look. Shaun didn't get notifications this morning. That's how it is sometimes. I don't know why that is. Sorry to disappoint you that I'm here, Shaun. Where are we now? Let's just scroll down there. Oh, there it is. There's the words. Thank you, LaBelle. There's the words. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her kingdom. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm playing that one tomorrow at full volume at the Corpus Christi in Wokingham. Oh, yes. I think you're talking to each other there. Johnny Key, good morning to Mr. Johnny Key. Hello to you. Shaun doesn't use Twitter or Facebook. I have real friends in life. If a good friend will lie for you, you're a really good friend. It will help you hide a body. Why have you been murdering Shaun? You're not going around cutting people up, are you? Are you the new Dracula, Shaun? Biting into those necks. I like the nun on there. She's hilarious. You know, the nun who's very much into it all. Very interesting yesterday. Suddenly a helicopter turned up yesterday. I actually lost the flow of the programme last night. Suddenly there was a helicopter. I thought, well, how's that right? And of course it had moved into the future, hadn't it? Do watch it, Dracula. Shania, I can't believe how long it took your Christmas card and present to get to you. I know we live on the Isle of Wight, but it shouldn't take 3 weeks. Shania said, no, it probably didn't, Shania. I've said that before. You know, you can send stuff to Central Station, where I work, if you want to. But the trouble is, it's a bit hit and miss whether it actually gets to me. And even then, if it gets to me, it can be months later. You may remember last year, someone sent me a lovely poetry book for around my birthday, actually. And they wrote to me a couple of times after that, did you get it? And I'm like, well, no, it didn't come. And I'd said to the governor, you know, is there anything in the office? Oh, well, have a look. No, I can't find anything. 6 months later, in July, I think it was, July or August, governor came down and said, Chris, I found this in the office for you. And it was that part. I said, look at the date on the postmark, February. Stuff, what happens is it probably gets put, I don't know, I've never been in the office there, funnily enough. It gets put on a shelf and there's all papers and things there and what have you. And I suppose they just forget it's there. And then more papers go on top. Well, you've lost it then, mate, you know. So it does take a while to get to me, but Shania, I did get yours, which is actually downstairs. I meant to bring it up to our multiplex studio to show people this morning. I'll bring it up tomorrow night when we do the bingo, okay? Bingo tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, gang. Morning to Michael Lawrence. Morning to you. Is Wonder Woman there? Is Rachel there? I must have missed her out. If you could see, I know some people do. Sometimes you get an email. Oh, I wrote to you several times this morning, didn't read my messages out. If you sat here, you'd understand why that is. The messages flash up so quickly, and you've got to scroll up and down to see what you say. Is someone having a row there? I think someone's having a row there. Are you having a row with each other? You carry on rowing with each other. Nothing to do with me. Has someone been slagging my show off? Is that right? Don't worry about that. We don't worry about that, dear. He's here. Every moment that he's here, I'm making money out of him. We don't worry about that. Record your hymns if you can. Okay, I shall try and do that, Shania. I shall secretly put my camera up. All right, let's have a look. There we go, Michael. Now, Michael's in Australia. He says the whole of Australia is on fire. It's sad seeing the photos of the native animals burning to death. Don't even go there, Michael. I've seen that. It's awful. There's pictures of... I tell you what I saw this morning, actually, and I can't remember what newspaper it was in, but I think it was a picture of a little kangaroo. And... animals are animals. I don't think they come towards people, most animals. I've seen adult kangaroos who like just stand there and look at you. They don't sort of come towards you at all, really, or they didn't while I was there. I was with my dear Uncle John and Auntie Shirley, sadly no longer with us. So she was wonderful, Auntie Shirley. And this was, Michael, in a place in Canberra. a large religious place. I don't know, maybe you'll know it or not. I don't know if I've got the leaflet here still. I mean, I kept the leaflet for ages. No, I can't see it there. I can't really see the leaflet. Anyway, it was this place, I think, near Canberra. Not actually in Canberra. Very big religious Catholic place. And you go in there and there's a big church, big car park, and lots of like little shrines from various countries that people have set up. Anyway, so we're there and there's a big sign saying that there's a gas pipe underneath it. And to be careful if you go in digging, like a great big gas pipe. And there was kangaroos there. That's where I came close to a kangaroo. And it's running around. You know, like over here, we might have cats roaming the streets. Kangaroos just like jumping around there. Amazing. And anyway, there was this particular picture that I saw yesterday of a little kangaroo going to a human. I think it was a little boy actually for help yesterday. It was, and surrounded by all these fires and koalas are getting killed. It's just awful what's going on over there. And if you ever needed an excuse for global warming, there it is, in front of you there, in Australia, at this moment. I always thought it would be Australia to get it first. Because they're the hottest place, aren't they? They are the hottest place. I always thought they would get it first. Incredibly sad watching those animals burning. I mean, what a way to go. Burning to death. Of course, they wouldn't know, would they? These animals, they probably see the fire down there, little climbing animals like koalas, and they go higher and higher up the trees. Well, the flames just go up as well, unfortunately. But there's some absolutely horrific pictures of the little animals getting killed there. Really, really sad. Okay. Morning to Fran Green. A very good morning to you, Fran. Welcome to our little show, young Fran. Adrian Richardson in the house. Morning, Adrian. Adrian, are you coming to Kelly's birthday party tonight? Gloria. Da, 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 da. I wonder if that song will be remixed for this year. I do hope so. All right. Amelia Dodd is in the house. A very good morning to Amelia Dodd. She's got a new laptop. Oh, what you got, Amelia? Nice one. Was that a gift or did you save up for it, darling? Oh, you got it in the sales, maybe. Maybe you got it in the sales. Is it a Chromebook? They're very fast to come on, aren't they? Chromebook. A Chromebook. What have you got? I'm dying to know. Do tell us what little item that you've got there, okay? Let's see what we got here. I loved... Oh, and there was another news story on this morning as well, actually, about a master... I think it was a celebrity mastermind. Oh, Greta Thunderburg, or whatever her name is. Not so famous after all, are you, my love? No. No, I bet that upset her. She's not famous as she thought. Is it Thunderburg? Thunberg. As we call her Thunderburg. I prefer that, don't you? Greta Thunderburg. Greta Thunderburg has proven she can take a joke as well by changing her Twitter name to Shaun. After my sister? No, not sadly. The 17-year-old Swedish climate activist became the centre of an internet storm on Friday because of a hilarious answer on Celebrity Mastermind. Casualty star Amanda Henderson. Now, she's on Casualty. She's a bit... how can you say? I find her quite an annoying character, actually. She gets on my nerves. She's the little one with the ginger hair. Nothing to do with the fact that I don't like her ginger hair. Oh, you're really against ginger people, aren't you? No, I'm just telling you what she looks like. Oh, no, we don't accept that. Oh, I've got to go to my safe space. I've got anxiety. Oh, I can't cope with life. People with ginger hair will be doing that at this moment, now that I mentioned it. So she's the little plump girl with the ginger hair. And she's a bit too emotional on that programme for me. My favourite characters are, of course, the lovely Charlie, and I like Duffy, and I like the cool as cucumber doctor. I can't remember. Dr. Keogh. I like Dr. Keogh. And I did like the one who died last week. Big tall bloke with broad shoulder. Oh, he was gorgeous. Died last week. Died last week. We're still waiting to find out what happened. Casualty tonight on BBC One Colour around 9 o'clock. Anyway, back to this. Casualty star Amanda Henderson, an annoying character on the telly, who plays Robin. That's it, Robin. She plays Robin Mirror on the BBC medical drama, had a bizarre response to presenter John Humphrey's question. This is on Celebrity Mastermind. See, it's never been the same since Magnuson gave it up. Ba, 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 ba. We've got to have echo with this. Ba, 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 ba. Bum, ba, 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 da, 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 da. Ba, ba. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I've started. Beep, 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 beep. I've started, so I'll finish. That one. It's not been the same since Magnus Magnusson stopped doing it. Is he dead or is he still alive? Magnus. I think John Humphreys is all right in a sort of... It's a bit... I don't know. It's a bit wishy-washy. I don't like wishy-washy, you know? Like certain people on LBC, they're a bit wishy-washy. Anyway, John Humphreys asked the 2019 book entitled No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference is a collection of speeches made by a Swedish climate change activist. What's her name? Now, you would have got that, wouldn't you? You would have got that. It's little Greta. Little Greta. What is it she said? How dare you? How dare you? Someone sent me a little, you know those comedy little videos that people post on Facebook? One of which was this bloke pulling into a car garage, and he opens, and the camera pans onto the fuel little door, and he opens the door. Greta's head pops up and says, "How dare you? How dare you?" She's so angry all the time. What is wrong with her, dear? Chill out, girl. We're all going to burn anyway, dear. Don't worry about it, love. Get on with your life, dear. Turn that gas fire back on immediately. Don't sit there in the cold. All that time on the boat. Christ, well, she was weeks on the boat going from A to B. She got played and gone there about 4 hours. Madness. Anyway, she has a heart of gold, of course, Greta. I'm sure she has. Anyway, the Celebrity Mastermind thing. Casualty star had a bizarre response to presenter John Humphrey's question. He asked, once again, the 2019 book entitled No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference is a collection of speeches made by a Swedish climate change activist. What's her name? Amanda, the actress, was visibly struggling and eventually blurted out, Sharon. Sharon, when the answer was obviously Greta Thunderburg. The Celebrity Mastermind clip went viral and the name Sharon was trending on Twitter. And it seems the news reached little Greta in Sweden, responding by changing her name on Twitter to Sharon. So she has got a sense of humour. I wonder if at that point she actually smiled. A little smile appeared on that little pretty Swedish face of hers. What do you think? Or was she angry? Did she look at it first and say, no, she looked at this first. So what did she say about me? How dare you? How dare you? She didn't reference the funny move, but did thank her followers for wishing her a happy birthday. Oh, is it Greta's birthday today? I'm looking at all these different pictures of Greta. Not one of them does she smile in, bless her heart. She obviously doesn't watch this show. Plenty of smiles on this show. Plenty of smiles on this show. Let's have a look there. Where we are. Joey, I don't know, Adrian, if he'll be there. I've no idea. Joey got a new computer as well from PC World. Gary, there's no bingo today, dear. Are you paying full attention to this? But bingo is tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. If you want to play the bingo tomorrow night, you need to register. Do you know how to do that? Oh, let me just push a button here. I have to keep looking down. I'm kind of defeating the object with this little gadget here. I think I need to get another one of these gadgets for our Lincolnshire television studio complex. Then I can put the buttons in the same place, you see. because I can't remember where the buttons are. It's actually easy for me to look up on the screen. I must use it. Here we go. Look, look, I like that marvellous. Just push a button and that comes up. Yes, if you've not registered for the bingo, you must do that before Sunday. So do it now if you want to play the bingo tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Only little prizes, little bits of fun and that for us to do tomorrow. Bingo is tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Register, and at some point tomorrow afternoon, you should get a bingo ticket through for game number 1. Don't start emailing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ow, I haven't got my bingo ticket yet. Probably because I haven't sent them out yet. I usually send them out around about 6 o'clock, something like that, or before. Okay, so there we are. So that's a bingo tomorrow. If you've not registered, email me on that email address and I'll add you into the system. Amelia, it's not a new laptop. I've had it for ages. I got it second-hand laptop from UK long while ago. It's a Dell laptop. Oh, excellent. Yeah. Is it refurbished or just second-hand? Because I've now got 2 refurbished computers, both up at the caravan, a fraction of the cost of a brand new one, and I'm very happy with them. And they both got those non-moving drives in them. And what are they called? Solid-state drives. They come on in seconds, literally. No, push the button. 15 seconds later, once your password, tap, 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 and up it comes straight away. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Refurbished computers. Next time you're buying a computer, boys and girls, check out the refurbished ones first on Amazon. You get them via Amazon. Probably pay a little bit more on Amazon, I would imagine. And then you get that Amazon guarantee, don't you see? Well, you can send stuff back if it's not working properly. Johnny Key, morning. I've just fired up my Oh, see, Johnny's got the money. Johnny's got the cash. Brand new computer, which he's got from John Lewis. Crush, you don't get much more expensive than that, do you, Johnny? Johnny's not mucking around with anything second-hand or refurbished. I think, Johnny, possibly you could do with a little bit of refurbishment yourself, to be honest. Yeah, I was looking at you the other day and I'm thinking, a little bit of refurbishment there to be done on Johnny Key, I think. Perhaps a new knee or something like that. Eh? Johnny, I've just fired up my brand new computer from John Lewis. It's got a 24-inch monitor. And I'm the very first person to appear on it. Fantastic news, Johnny. I'll bet that's pleased you, isn't it? 24-inch monitor. My brother-in-law, he's got a big computer. I've just got normal size monitor. I've got 3 monitors in front of me. But he's got a great big monitor like that. The only thing is it kind of reflects a little bit on his... I haven't seen what it looks like on the last show, but it kind of reflects a little bit on his face and makes him much whiter than I think he looks. I think that's because it's a great big monitor like that. I think if you're going to light yourself, you've got to have your lights brighter than anything else, if you see what I mean. You know, if you're out in the sunlight and you've got like a shadow there, then if you put a light there, it's got to be brighter than the sun, basically, to make it look right. So that's why they use, like mirrors. Have you ever seen them do filming outside? And you get the camera, and there'd be a bloke holding, or a lady, of course, holding some sort of reflective thing, and then that picks up the sun and does it like that. Good morning to Sabrina Walker. A very good morning to you. There's Tony King, just arriving there. Morning, Tony. Have you missed anything? Nothing at all, Tony. It's all been very boring today. It's just me whittering on about rubbish. I'm not here for much longer. It's going to be a short show today because we got a little bit late this morning because I went to bed late last night. Okay. Good morning to David in Hemel. Oh, you missed a good night last night, David. Lots of new faces in there last night. Very good indeed. And you're right, David in Hemel. John Lewis, never knowingly undersold. Yeah, but you couldn't walk in there and say, can I have a refurbished computer, could you? Because they just don't do them. No refurbished computers in John Lewis. Right. So that I don't overrun this morning, if I don't get out by sort of 11:15, then I'm not going to get to where I want to go to. So can we do the raffle tickets now, please? Thank you very much. Our next raffle is on Monday, and you will get the chance to win one of the Christmas backdrops in the raffle on Monday. Okay, that's what's going to be won. You can have either a Christmas backdrop or a 986 981 979. Lovely. A Christmas backdrop or a fridge magnet on Monday, okay? So that's what we're doing on Monday. Who wants a raffle ticket for Monday? Good morning to Jack Matthews. Morning, Jack. I hope you're not too near the fires there, Jack. I'm worried. I'm very worried about my relatives in Australia. Okay, here we go. Jason Hughes 979. Thank you, Jason. Jason Hughes 979. Michael Pullman 980. 981 for Mike Reese Ponto. 982. Oh, where's what have I done there? Oh, it's jumped forward, is it? Okay. Oh, blimey. Just give me a second, boys and girls. So that's jumped forward there. Ah, thank you, Mandy. The doctor's name was Mason. In do you watch Casualty? Mason. That was the tall bloke, and he died. He's absolutely stunning. He was a bit mouthy, but I quite like that. You know, he was a bit mouthy, but I liked him. Thank you, Mandy, for that. What am I doing here? What did we do? Let's just start again. Gosh, I'm losing my tickets here. I don't know who I've done and who I haven't. Where's the other two tickets gone? One minute. There's another two. Oh, there they are. Jason and Michael. I don't think I started at the top there, did I? No, Gary Butler. There we are. Gary Butler, 982. So there's Gary. Gary was at the top, was he? Gary, Jason, Michael, Mikey, Mike. Right. Mikey, Mike. Can we just be very careful with this scrolling thing here? It jumps. And they both do it, the one here and the one there as well. There's Mikey Mike. Right, Mandy Davenport, 983. 984 for Mick Brenda from Bristol. David in Hemel, 985. 985 for you. 986 for... Oh, are we going to get to the end of the book? We might get to the end of the book today. Tony King. $987, Shaun Pye. 988, Amelia Dodd. LaBelle, 989. And 990 for our delightful Fran Green. 991 for Adrian Richardson. Shania 992, head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. Fun thing to do with tech, 993. 994. Scrolling. So difficult to keep an eye on this. Fun things to... And what happens is that you scroll and the whole thing just jumps up. And it's not this computer because it does exactly the same. I think it's the chat system that they use. Fun things to do with this. Jason Flavel, 994. Ross Herndon, 995. 996 for Joey Millen. Or who's going to get 1,000? Diane Jeb, 997. 998 for Davey Moses. No, you get one for each show, Dave. Every time there's a show on, you can ask for a ticket, Dave. Okay, so yeah, you've got a couple this week, I think, if I remember rightly, young Dave. And here's your one for today is 998. Raffles on Monday, Dave. Usually between 9 and 10, but I've got the bloke coming to fix my hive. A very delightful looking plumber called Nathan. He'll be here and I'll be observing him very carefully with my beady eyes while he's on his hands and knees. Well, unfortunately, the little wiring that he has to do, he has to bend over on all fours and put it on the floor. Unfortunately, you know. I had a terrible position to be in a gay man's house. It really is. Stop it, dear. Stop it. Thank you, Diane. I don't want to be a naughty boy. No, you're not a naughty boy. 998 for you, David. Mark Bowles. Hello, Mark. 999. If I remember, 999 is the nicest number you can have, isn't it? Isn't 666 is the devil's number, so 999 must be opposite that. So you go, Mark, 999 for you. Who's got number 1000? Let's have a look. I didn't know that, Mandy. I love Casualty. Absolutely love Casualty. Absolutely love it. Where did we get to? Mark Bowles. Gavin Bass. There you go. Gavin Bass gets ticket number 1000. We have completed the blue ticket book, which means I need another ticket book now. What's that there? No. Look, blue tickets. None left. All gone. All gone. Trouble is, I can't see the other ones now. Where are they? There they are. Oh, we're going over. I think it's peach colour. What colour is this? Hang on. What are we doing now? Peach colour tickets. Oh, my God. There we are. Oh, look. I don't know what colour. What colour is that? That's not orange, is it? It's like a peach colour. Peach coloured tickets now. We're moving on to peach coloured tickets. Here we go, gang. This is for the raffle on Monday morning. You can win a fridge magnet or one of my Christmas backdrops on Monday. The choice is yours. Scott Walker, thank you. Number 1 for you, Scott. Scott Walker gets number 1. Morning to Billy this morning. Morning, Billy. Billy gets number 2. David in Hemel, lost your tickets and mum. Oh, they've all gone missing, dear. I lost my marbles years ago. You know that. Jack, I'm in Perth, Western Australia. We've got fires near our eastern border with South Australia. It's cut off all roads and access to the state. Dozens of trucks and cars stuck there. It's just awful, Jack. My heart really goes out to all you in Australia. I can't imagine what it's like to be surrounded by fires. Absolutely horrendous. Good luck to you all there, okay? Hello, Sam458 in the house. Good morning, Sam. Morning to you, Sam. So long as there's an IP. Stop that, Dave. Hello, Heidi. Morning, Heidi. I'm sending off your keyring today, darling. Heidi Oliver. All right, your keyring will be in the post today, along with some other people's bits and pieces. Okay, they'll all be posted off today. Hello to SOS Gregorian. Timetable. What do you want a timetable? What do you mean timetable? Are you asking for the time of something? What are you asking there, Mr. Gregorian? Number 6 for you, sir. SOS Gregorian. He rang in on our phone-in on Thursday. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to some of you on the phone-in show. We'll do another one this Thursday, okay? Another phone-in show on Thursday, somewhere between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. here on this channel, all right? Poor Sam458 has still got the hangover. He's still got the hangover from New Year's Eve, haven't you, my darling? Good God. There we are. Right, is that everyone? I think that's everyone's tickets. If I've missed anyone out, please speak now, boys and girls. Anyone that I've missed out at all, please speak out now, okay? You must let me know now, and I'll correct that. Or you can always email in if you're watching a recording of the show. Don't forget you are still entitled to a raffle ticket. All you need to do is email me in here, and I'll send one off to you. Okay, I'll reply to your email by return post. Dave, are you still with us, Dave? I must show you this. Okay, Trevor, I'll sort you out in a minute. Look at this, Dave. It's a new gadget. My brother-in-law got me this. Look at this. Like, this is a stream deck. And by pushing these buttons here, different things happen. Look at this. Look. What's that there? We got that. What's that there? We got the bingo clock there, turning up there. Oh, we got the Skype. If I open the Skype, look at that. That comes up just by pushing a button. Isn't that so much better than just having a mouse, dear? An unnecessary gadget. That's what we need. Unnecessary gadgets. Where are we? Jack Matthews. Did I do Jack? Done Jack. Done Sam. Trevor Campbell. Trevor Campbell, number 7 for you, Trevor. Peach 7. Bell. Oh, I've spelt your name wrong. Campbell. Campbell. There you go. Trevor. Yes, a very good reply to that question for the SOS Gregorian. You need the 11:40 a.m. to London Waterloo. Now, have you ever? I love the announcements, don't you? Here's a train announcement for you. This is Battersea Park. The next train is calling at London Vauxhall and London Waterloo. London Vauxhall and London Waterloo. London Vauxhall and London Waterloo. The train now standing at platform 12. I think I could do that job. I could be a trap. That must be very boring, mustn't it? And what if you've got a cold? The train at be a bit like that, wouldn't it? Before they all had recordings and things like that. I think so, yes. Morning to Steph Diamond. Morning, Steph. Ticket number 8. Peach 8. You've got Peach. Steph Diamond. Steph Diamond, number 8. Is that everyone? Yeah, we've got new people here, which is always nice. Heidi, you're number 5. On Peach tickets, there we go. Why can't you get that reverb at Central? Oh, stop moaning, will you, David? David's always got something to moan about. He's another moaner, and he upsets people on here with his comments sometimes. I have noticed that, David. Don't think I haven't noticed. I know some people have a little rows on here sometimes and might criticise me or whatever. That's not a reason, really, to block someone or to time them out. I've always said that. The 2 moderators, I think I've got 2 or 3 moderators, I can't remember now, but they know, you've got to do something really nasty and serious to be blocked. I'm a bit free speech, I am. I believe everyone has got the right to say whatever they want, really, within reason. If you're really nasty to someone, then you'll get taken off. But I mean, things aimed at me, generally, I just let them go. I just completely ignore them usually. If there's something aimed at me. And perhaps you should just do the same, It's very kind. I know sometimes we get someone on there who might say something a bit off and you think, oh, that's not a nice thing to say about Chris. And I appreciate you sticking up for me. But really, it's very kind. I wouldn't bother, just ignore these people sometimes. I think a lot of people, they have nothing to say, really, but just want a little bit of attention. They're the sort of people that put on Twitter and things like that, attacking people left, right and centre. Just ignore them and eventually they go away. I do, honestly. And in the absolute last case scenario, that's when they get blocked. Usually first a timeout and then after that a block. I mean, just stupid people. And there's plenty of them around in this world. I mean, there's one sitting here at this moment doing a show, as you well know. All right. It's 40 people watching this morning, have we? That's not bad. It's 40 million, that is, incidentally. It's not actually 40, Fran. Did you know that? Yeah, it's million. They can't fit the word million on the screen, unfortunately. Yeah, Sam, bully Chris's, I will smash your face in. That's what we like to hear. That's what we want. We want a bit of physical violence on this programme. That's what we want. None of this talking to people. Oh, you shouldn't hit them. Just talk to them so that you can understand them. No, smack them in the mouth. That's it. You're quite right, Sam. Thank you, Mikey Mike. What do you mean by big enough to stick up for yourself? I know I am morbidly obese at the moment. Oh, I meant to weigh myself this morning. I forgot to do that. Good morning to Scamabasha. Welcome along to you. Jason, 40 watching the show. That's excellent. Some shows only get single figures. Is that me? Single figures. Used to be single figures. We all started off with single figures. There's no quick answer unless you're really... I tell you what, you can get lots of viewers very quickly if you are really young and good looking. I've realised that. If you're young, no disrespect to you ladies, but if you're young and you look fantastic and you start doing a live stream, you will pick up blokes watching you like that. And you don't actually have to do much. There are girls on... I've seen them on Periscope and on... Oh, I wonder why that's doing that. Oh. My phone is peering at me. It's bleeping at me. I don't know why that is. Yes, if you go on Periscope or Facebook Live, you often get girls. And sometimes the camera's not even on their face. It's just down there. On their chests. Hundreds of viewers. Hundreds, dear. Unfortunately, I don't have that facility. I'm looking young or like a woman. Therefore, we're just stuck with a paltry 40 people. But there you go. Something is better than nothing. Something's better than nothing. Simon texts into the show. Happy Saturday, Mr. Chop Chop. I watched EastEnders last night. I don't watch that. And then played Monopoly. You can tell that's an old game because the banker can go to jail. Very good, Simon. That's got to be one of your best jokes ever. I shall read it again, just for those of you that are not paying full attention to the show. All right, Simon Keane. Happy Saturday, Mr. Chop Chop. I watched EastEnders last night and then played Monopoly. You can tell it's an old game because the banker can go to jail. I love it. Very, very good, Simon. That's your best joke ever. Absolutely your best joke ever. Okay, yes, can we have some thumbs up, please? There's Ray. Have a good weekend, Ray. I hope you feel better, Ray. I'll give you a little call later to see how you are. I know you've got a little bit of a bad chest and that. All right. Mandy, you're big enough and ugly enough to look after... Ugly? Well, I'm sorry. I think you're going to have to be timed out now, Mandy. Ugly? Me? You know, young people look at me standing on that stage doing karaoke, vainly hoping that when they get to my age, they're going to look as good as this. I'm not sure or not whether I was being chatted up last night by 2 people. Two! I'm not sure if I was or not. Those of you that were watching the live karaoke stream, I hope you enjoyed that last night. Always, if you're going to watch that live karaoke stream, there's stuff I say on a live stage that I wouldn't dream of saying on here, but you get that. I know you get that. I never, ever get any complaints. Dave ought to start his own channel. Maybe when he was on CMP, love. I saw your pictures of when you was on CMP. Not so sure now. You want to sort that hair of yours out, Dave? Is it still long like that? Now, have you ever washed that hair, David? God's sake, man, it looks very greasy to me. I can send round a couple of nice lads that I know who sort your hair out. If you need any help at all, just ask. Here I am, happy to help. I'm just for one £25 super chat. I can send you round a hairdresser. 50 will get you 2, okay? We'll get you 2. Yes, they do extras, just in case you were wondering. Thank you, David. Let me see. Mick's still having nightmares from next year's calendar on the November picture. I'm not going to put that up, Mick. I won't put that up until November this year. I'll show it in November, okay? Should you... David reckons us to drag up as Miley Cyrus. Party in the USA, party in the USA. That's what she sings, isn't it? And various other songs. Not like Lily. At least you don't go on a little YouTube guy crying all the time. I can't believe... Lily Allen, isn't it? Lily... I can't believe they were going to leave Europe. Oh, I can't believe you voted for the Conservatives. You're all horrible people. My name's Lily Allen. Where's our hero? Joe Swinton. Oh, Joe Swinton. I saw her the other day, Joe Swinton. She's working in a McDonald's now, bless her heart. Or at least she was. She got sacked there. She kept throwing the burgers all over the place. Joe Swinton. What a disaster she was. Dear me. I wonder what'll happen in politics this year. We don't do politics, do we? I wonder who's going to lead what and what have you. Dear me. It's all very exciting this year, I think. Gary hasn't got his bingo ticket yet, mate. No, we haven't given them out yet, dear. That's tomorrow. Jason only watches people who are genuine. There's some false people on YouTube not working. Oh, I know that, Jason. I know that. I know who's real and who isn't. And I tell you, if there are 2 real people who are exactly as they are off camera as they are on, that'd be my brother-in-law and my sister that I know some of you watch. Their showtime is later now. It's at 4:00 on a Saturday afternoon. The Retro Restored. They're not here this morning, strangely enough. The Retro Restored channel. Okay, so that'll be this afternoon at 4:00. That's my brother-in-law and my sister. And what you see on the screen is exactly how they are. Put it this way. When Martin wants to go to number 2 in the toilet, he tells you, I've got to go for a crap now. And he disappears. There's no way I'd tell you that. I'm just going for a number 2. Here's some music. But they are as natural as you could possibly find. My brother-in-law and my sister. And also I've watched other channels here. Mixed Mowers. I would imagine Mixed Mowers is exactly as he is on the telly. You just know. You just know who's fake and who isn't fake. I don't like fake. Joey, no. I'm not late to take... take my pills. That was at 10 o'clock. The show started at 10:05. I did them before. Thank you for reminding me. Good. Let's have a look there. We're going to do the birthdays shortly. Oh, yes, look at the time. Thank you very much, Jack, for pointing that out there. No show anymore, Chris. No show of what, Mick? I'm printing off that picture and fly posting it around Bristol. Good morning to Luke Trott. Hello, Luke. Welcome. Who's doing no shows for a while, Jason? Have I missed something out there? Who's doing no shows for a while? Come back to me on that one and let me know. Meanwhile, I'll just read, and I'll come to that just after I've done the birthdays, because we must move on. I'm running out of time here. Today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this January the 4th, 2022. Tiffany Sharp. Good morning, Tiffany. A young 43 years old today. Happy birthday to you. Heidi Young. She's got a caravan on the same site as me. I've never met Heidi. I'm sure that will happen soon. Happy birthday to Heidi Young, 43 years old today. Jurgen Naktachel, I think it is. Happy birthday to you. Wendy Sarginson is 40 today. Gabriela Alexander, beautiful name. Happy birthday. Dan Woodward, good morning, Dan. Happy birthday to you. Wayne Crombie, morning. Morning, Wayne. John Wells, 31 today. And Shaun Firmston Roos. Are you the DJ? Yes, I think you're the DJ, aren't you? Happy birthday to you, Shaun, this morning as well. Okay. And yesterday's birthday, of course, we're not here on Fridays. Or I'll probably be here this Friday, though. We'll probably be here this Friday because I'm down south this week. Happy birthday yesterday to an absolutely delightful person I used to work with at Belushi's in London Bridge, Egle. Egle Donna Angelina Montague is 27 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Egle. Thomas Paul Hughes. Good morning, Thomas. A young 39 today. Morning, Thomas. Billy Mack. Billy Mack. Billy. Oh, Billy Mack. Morning, Billy. Have you dyed your hair blue, dear, or is that a blue hat? I'm not quite sure which. Happy birthday for yesterday, Billy, as well as Kristian James' birthday yesterday. Jordan Price, 40 years old yesterday. Dave Andrews' birthday yesterday. And the lovely Jay Shuri. Shuri, 37, who used to be on CMP Radio years ago with all of us, which was one, if not the first, online radio station. I was on there as well. Jay was on there. Dave Moses was on there, actually, who's with us this morning. And the whole station was run excellently well by his brother, Chris Moses, and they had this software. It was just wonderful. CMP Radio. CMP. Happy birthday, boys and girls, to all of you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, sorry, I just cut the music a little bit too shortly there. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Now, let's just scroll up. We were saying no shows for a while. Retro restore. What, Martin? Are they not doing shows for a while? Did he tell me that? I know Martin was saying to me that he didn't feel his... I'm surprised at this because he had quite a few people watching. I think he said that his regular viewers didn't enjoy his live shows as much as his recorded shows. Something along those lines he was telling me the other day. I can't remember exactly what he was saying now. And therefore he's decided, I think, to do more of the original stuff of what he was doing. Yeah. So, I mean, I have to say I disagree with that. I think his live shows were extremely popular. Okay, nowhere near the numbers of his little recorded, because he does restoring videos. Those of you... Oh, look at the time. I must finish this off. It'd take, like, metal things, maybe this, like, metal badge here. He'd take that, completely clean it off and restore it to perfectly new. That's where he gets the most viewers. And I know the live shows are not as much as those, but perhaps that's just how it is. You know, perhaps that's just how it is. But that's I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that at all. Well, I hope he comes back and does them, because I think they're quite popular and I think they are worth doing. I really do. I know people like the interaction and the chat boxes and all that and what have you. Yes, I didn't know he'd stopped doing them completely. I don't remember him telling me that, but I know he was saying that, the live shows are not nearly as many viewers as the recorded shows. But perhaps, as I say, perhaps that's just how it is, People prefer one thing, if I was doing several things at once, I suppose people would prefer one type of thing, what I'm doing, to another, Oh, that's a shame. Tony met Martin and Sharon in Skegness last summer, and as you say, they really are very genuine people, Martin and Sharon. They really are. My sister and brother-in-law are wonderful people. Okay. Gary, perhaps you should go live instead, Gary. Don't you ever finish, Chris? Yes, I'm going to finish now. But only for a few hours. Only till tomorrow night, okay? David, can you restore my fridge magnet? It's gone rusty. No, I think you're a little bit wrong there, actually. It's not the fridge magnet's gone rusty. It's your eyes, David, because you're so old. Oh, Christ. I mean, if there's anyone who looks old in that pub, you clearly win the... If there was a prize to who looks... You look older than the owner, Duncan. Put it that way. And what, you 10 years younger than him? By God, you look old, David. I'm quite surprised how you can make it out of the old people's home to the pub sometimes, to be honest. So good morning to you. Okay, thank you, LaBelle. Got to go now. I've got to rush now, boys and girls, okay? I'll talk to Martin later on the phone and see what he's got to say about that, because he may have told me and it's just gone out of my head. I'm sure I've got that, that memory loss thing, but there we go. That's all the fun I had in the 90s, People will probably come up to, do-gooders. You know the sort, do-gooders. Don't want to do anything like drinking or smoking or anything naughty like that. Oh, don't you, now that you've lost a bit of your memory, don't you regret going out in the 90s and doing all that stuff? No. Would you do it again? Not at my age, no. But if I could turn the clock back 20 years, absolutely. Absolutely. Have a lovely day, gang. Join us for the bingo tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, okay? Show will probably start earlier than 8 o'clock, but the bingo will be at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Could you give us a thumbs up under the little video screen on your way out? And that's much appreciated. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye.